Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we've got a Veo 3 camera. We're getting a lot of them lately. For all the ones who use them, they know they're prone to falling from their very high tripods, either by being knocked over by the wind or being kicked with a ball. And Veo refuses to service them once they notice they've been dropped. And also they put, I'm going to try to cover the customer to show you they've got G sensor there that turns red. If you see in the little, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that little glass file in there just turns red once you drop it. Anyway, that thing turns it's falling out of it. That's a bit of thermal paste. That thing turns red and Veo refuses to honor the warranty or anything once that looks like it's been dropped. Anyway, the customer says this one is not powering on, so let's try to see. Okay, don't know if you can see the meter is showing 5 volts. That's not good. And the other side 5 volts too. Okay. Oh, I can't even feel the button being pressed. So anyway, let's take it apart and have a look inside. I'm trying not to show the customer info, so I'm try to take the cover like that vertically. It's got a screw under the label here for anyone who wants to know how they open. I'm not gonna show that because it's fairly simple, but also saves me from editing all the customer info out. Just gonna poke through the label. Okay, is a Torx number 8 screw in the middle, and that takes this whole plate off. That's what we found where the missing bit of the thermal compound is from. That actually cools the camera block. Okay, so let's take this cover off. Okay, that one's glued there. Usually they're not. I can put that to the side now, and maybe I'll remove the customer label so save me being careful. I'll reapply it after. Alright. Usually this is not glued to the back cover anymore. I find a lot of them without being stuck. I don't know what the reason is, but the problem we have is that this whole heatsink block, I'll show you once I open it, is being obviously connected to the NVIDIA board that does all the processing, and I'll show you what the problem is. It's plugged into a DDR4 socket, and the whole weight of this heatsink and the board, normally the board has 2 holes and it's got the fittings to be screwed into the main board, but the screws are not fitted and there's no way of fitting it. I'll show you in a second. Let me just take the battery out. Okay, this is badly damaged here. Looks like the battery connector is damaged. Ooh, we've got... I think we need to switch to the microscope because we've got bad damage here. Right, let me switch to the microscope. Okay. Okay, let's turn the lights on. We've got a bit of a problem here. Look, there's the power button. Let's zoom in there. Okay, let's have a look in here. Right, the power button is broken. The battery connector is ripped off. Charging port looks okay so far. We're gonna have a proper visual inspection. Let's take the board out. Let's switch back to the overhead camera, and let's take this out. This board is loose as well. Well, the nut is off the board. This had a bad fall, quite a bad one. There we go. Okay, let's put that to one side. Okay, as you can see on the connector, that looks like it's almost out. Let me take this out. And there's bits of plastic hanging off the socket. I guess this is gonna be a bit of a longer video. We've got so much to fix on this. Hopefully we can get it fixed. Don't even know where to start with this one. Let's see if there's any damage done to the connector. If there's damage, that's the end of the job. Yeah. I also get sometimes the damage from the drop is done to this chip. It becomes this is a BGA chip. It's got solder balls underneath, and it becomes unsoldered, so it has to be either reballed or reflowed. I've got connectors, but this one seems to be good enough. I've got a replacement connector, but that's only for extreme cases. Anyway, let's start rebuilding this. Okay. The case has also got bits flying off. I'll go. This is a bit of plastic here. Sorry, you can't see anything. I'm looking on the microscope. Alright. That'll be a plastic. Yeah, I was checking the connector. Because if this connector, if the connections on this are damaged, it's the end of the job, because this you can't replace it. That and the software on this chip, as far as I know, they're paired up. Okay, let me take this out before we cause more damage. Okay, I'm gonna take it out altogether. We're gonna resolder the nut. You didn't see anything. Oh, hey, I'm a professional. Okay, we've got this captive nut. I don't know if you can see there. Just came off. Became unsoldered. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna solder it back. That's a fairly easy job. I'm gonna get the big boy on it, and that should fix it in no time. Let's get a bit of flux. Maybe a bit more solder. Alexa, turn the extractor on.
Okay.
I think I finally found the source of my problems with the sound. I've been changing so many microphones, and I think all this time it was bad settings on the noise reduction. And okay, let's see if we can do this just like that. Hey, there we go. The jumper. Alright. Okay, that should be it. Let's clean it up a bit. Right, that's clean enough. Let's see if the board is aligned nicely with it. better than new. Okay. Alexa, turn the extractor off.
Okay.
Okay, now we've got a bit of an issue. Don't think I've got any of these switches in stock, and this one is not just broken off the board, it's missing a pin. Okay. Right, the battery connector is still connected on the pins, just the ground pins out. But I think we're gonna take it off anyway, just to check. We're also gonna check for shorts on the power supply. I don't like the 5 volts. Why doesn't it kick into 20? Right, never mind. Let's start. I'm gonna pause the video here and look for a switch. Actually, I just had a look at the switch, and what I can see on the board, the pin that's broken, that one, looks like it's just a ground support pin. Let me check if these two, which I believe they're the contacts, if they work. Alright, try to get this. No. Yeah, I think, of course, it's not. These are together, and these two were together. And now we only have a. Let's see if that makes with this one. Okay. I guess we can still use it like that, because it makes contact. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Okay. Let's take the battery connector out as well. Let's change that tip to a smaller one. Alexa, turn the extractor on.
Okay.
Okay, let's get some low melt temperature solder here. Try to get it off. Make it as little extra damage as possible. Like them traces are already started to come off. So we don't want to have any more traces ripped off. So just do it like that. It's not enough. There we go. Rip any traces? No. Oh, they lift it up. We're good. Right. Let's clean them up a bit. am I struggling to work overhand when I can just do that? Nicely done. While we're here, let's do the power switch as well. Make sure it keeps going in and out of focus because I'm moving the board up and down. My press is not secured properly. Okay, maybe a bit of low melt on this. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's clean it up a bit. Alexa, turn the extractor off.
Okay.
Okay, it's all clean now. Let's have a quick look what we can do with this connector here. Let's clean up the pins. Alexa, turn the extractor on.
Okay.
You can probably hear the extractor now in the videos. Before it was all cancelled by the noise suppression, but that made my sound really bad. Well, this one might turn out to be bad as well, but hey. It is what it is. Okay, let's go. A little bit of cleaning. Perfect. Now let's see what we can do with this board here. How we can order it. Now good, we're gonna have to secure this port properly once it's soldered, because otherwise it's gonna be a problem. Let me double check the continuity on this. It has been ripped. Good. There isn't. See? That bit there. No good. Okay, so we're gonna have to fix that first. Okay, no problem. Getting right on it. Get a bit of solder on that, see if we can solder it just there. It's been sucked in the hole. Push that in the hole. Maybe that's a bit too ambitious. Just gonna do that. Okay, let's double check the continuity now. So from here to this one. Yeah, all good. We're gonna check one more time once we cleaned it. This is gonna be a long video. Alexa, turn the extractor off.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay, let's get rid of this solder mask. That's why I left the wire a bit longer than let's get some in here and try to get it underneath. Come on, motherfuckers. I'm probably gonna clean the top of it. Let's just get that to go underneath well as we can. Can we clean the top of it without messing it up, or should we leave it till after? Let's try to do it. Something that won't wipe everything off. On the Q-tip wood. UV lamp. Okay. Let's give it a minute. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use this switch to with the one broken peg in, and I'm gonna order some new ones and replace it. But first, I want to see if it's working. I can get the camera started. I mean, I'm ordering switches anyways, but because I've got 50 types of micro switches except this one. Okay, that should do it. Let's switch back to the microscope. And of course, I'm always pulling the cable from my big screen while I'm watching it. Okay, that looks good. Well, let's put this down. I think we're going to solder the ground pins first. Not usually the way I do it, but trying to press it down as well as I can. Right. Let's see. Alexa, turn the extractor on.
Okay.
Okay. That seems solid enough. Of course, the phone is ringing. And we're back. Let's do the other side. I mean, it could go slightly to the left, but right, don't mess with success, Julia. Leave it as it is. Always try to move it to be perfectly aligned, and then it makes an extra 5 minutes of work because I slide it too far or something else happens. So let's leave it like that. Okay, another interruption just as I'm soldering this. Let's turn it around and do it from this side. Maybe we can do it a bit more, cleaning a bit more around here so we can get more solder on. That will help make it stronger. So it's all traveling up the connector instead of soldering to the board. So let's give it a bit more of a foothold here. Maybe we'll add even a little bit more just to make, there we go. Now I'm happy, I won't touch it. Maybe like that. Okay, that seems pretty solid, but we're gonna add a bit more stuff to it. Either we add some UV glue or maybe a bit of hot glue, we'll see. Let's do this now, this side. Okay, this is convenient for me, but not very good for you because you can't see much. The light is coming from the other side. All right, let's do the pins. Okay, let me do something about this moving. Just stick that there. Okay. There we go. Should be better for all of us now. there. Probably a bit. There we go. That's done. That's way too much solder, but we made it nice and strong. Let's clean up, get another tissue. Okay, I've got some UV glue. The problem is if I stick it underneath there, I don't know. Alexa, turn the extractor off.
Okay.
If I put it under there, I don't know if the UV light's going to penetrate well enough to. Okay. Look at that. Very nice. I'm happy with it. Strong enough. Not much room for the hot glue in there. I think what I'm gonna do, I've got some thicker gel super glue. Which I'm gonna try to stick some in there. Let's see. No, not there. There, I want some. There. Probably I should have done this before, but I don't know. Anyway, I think I'll do. There's nobody pulling on this once the battery is in, but just to keep it a little bit steadier in there. It's another drop or something. Have to get as much as we can in there. Would have probably been better off with that. With the UV glue, but too late for that now. Or with liquid super glue instead of the gel one. It's done now. Right, let's try to solder this power switch. See if it survived. Let's turn it the other way. Again, I don't know why I keep on trying to make it difficult for myself when I think it's just to offer you guys the best view. Alright. With the one pin, then we sort out the rest once we have one soldered, we can move it into the right position. only have one of these brown pins, and it's off. Let's try to position it properly now. Okay, where's the... Man, I really should have not used that super glue. Does the job, but I don't like the look of it. Looks too messy. Okay. Press this down because it looks like it's not flush and not perfectly straight, but doesn't matter because I'm going to be replacing it if this works. As it happens, on the phone it was the customer earlier, and just asking what the stage of the repair is, and I told her about the switch that I have to wait for it to be delivered, and she was fine with it, so there we go. Okay, last bit of cleaning around here. Don't want to go too mad with the alcohol now because I'm trying not to affect that super glue. Plus, if this works, I'm gonna have to replace this switch. So, okay. Let's switch to the overhead camera. And let's plug the battery in gently. Okay. Don't think it's charged, but let's plug the charger, see if we have any change, which I doubt, but yeah, because there's other problems on the charging port. Yeah, we have 5 volts. Let's check if the port is actually damaged. Inside. Give me a second, I'm gonna look. Actually, let's look together. Nope, that port looks more or less okay. maybe a bit of something. I'll just clean it a bit. And okay. Well, it's all good. The port. Well, let's check what's happening here. Go back to the microscope. And let's check the charging port circuit. Maybe let's have a look. Can we see them pins? Yeah. Any broken? Okay. And we found our short. Release MOSFET, no. It's our MOSFET. Okay. Zoom back out a bit. I'll put a wireless mouse on this microscope, and too high resolution for it. It's very difficult to move the cursor because it's too fast. Anyway, okay. Let's see what's check on this side. I'm going through. I guess to this side. Okay, let's hope it's one of them capacitors. So, time to inject voltage and get the infrared camera out. Okay. Shows a proper short, so we just need a volt. And let's have 1.6 amps. See how that goes. Okay, get enough crocodile. Okay, push to We've got 1.6 amps and there is our, don't know if you can see, let me zoom in a bit. I don't know if you can see the camera. Is that second capacitor on the bottom row, the middle one. Let's go back on the microscope and get this sorted quickly. Okay, let's remove the capacitor. So from what I could see on the camera, this one. Okay. Let's see if we still have a short. No more short. That's good. We can test it as it is. Let's plug it in and see if we get it to charge. Switching back to the overhead camera. No. Yes, but I forgot it zoomed in. Okay. All right. Did we do it? Have we fixed everything? And we have 20 volts. And it's charging. Don't know if you can see the green light. There you go. Charging. Let's see if the power switch works. It won't boot properly because the NVIDIA... Oh yes, it works. The NVIDIA board is off. Alright. Let's unplug the charger. And let's put the NVIDIA board on. So we can fully test it. I haven't got the login details. You cannot log in unless you're registered. You're part of the registered, the club the camera is registered at. So before, if you had a Veo account, you could log in to your account and access the camera. Of course, for security reasons, they made it that only club members can log into registered cameras now. Right, that's on. Let's put the we don't need that in yet. Let's see if it boots up. We don't even need the actual cameras in. We're just gonna try to boot up and see if the app finds the camera, and then we take it from there. If it boots and it goes to first two lights steady, that means it's on. My Might not do it with all the cameras, might recognize the missing and but let's see. I guess it's not, it should have booted up by now. Oh, it's on now. Yeah. It says booting. Let me log into my own account because that was a customer account. I was testing a Veo 2 earlier and got it ready to be posted back to the customer. Okay. And here we are. So if you see, the camera is ready. Obviously it's not gonna have any picture because it's I can't log into it. It's asking me to be registered. But anyway, that's a very good sign. It looks like we've got another one in the bag. Alright, I'm gonna put it back together. I'm gonna ask the customer for the login details. I'm gonna fully test it. I'm gonna put it all back together because it's gonna be easy to change the switch. What we need to do now, we need to fix the. There's still some more repair to do. We need to glue this back in. Alright, fresh super glue. Yeah, now it should be open. Alright, get this in position, well, as well as we can. And then press down on the edges, get it as well as we can. We see how it's gonna look. Should be okay. Right, let's put this in. Look how confident I am. I'm holding it from the battery connector. Okay, let's put this back in. Capacitor, but I can solder that when I solder the switch. I just wanna do a full test and then we take it from there. And this is gonna be a long video. plug the charger in. Yeah, charging okay. Well, you can't see anything. 2.7 amps. Alright, let's try the other way around. Make sure the port is good. There we go. 2.7. Right, let's try to get the login details. Okay, I got the login details from the customer, and I'm logging in now. Let's go to the preview. I'm gonna put the top back on just so I can move the camera about. Come on, give me a picture. No, we don't have a picture. Let me make sure all of these are fully in. Oh yes, we have picture. Look at that. Okay, let's we have picture, as we can see. Yeah, I'm gonna press record, but I'm gonna have to cover the club name. I don't think it's a, there you go, it's recording. Don't think it's a secret, but just in case the customer doesn't want, there you go. Let's see if it connects to the internet. And that's it, we're done. Wait for the new switch, and I'm gonna replace the power switch and the capacitor. And it's all good. As you can see, it's charging. Temperature is okay. The firmware version is, I don't know if you can see, it's 3.4.1. Probably gonna update once I am connected to the internet, but let's see if it connects to the Wi-Fi. There it goes, connected, and you've got Wi-Fi. It's all good. Alright, I guess that's that for this video. I should have probably made a video on the Veo 2 I just fixed. It was probably one of the worst damage that I found in a Veo camera. And trust me, they come damaged because they fall from quite a few meters up. They either get kicked with a football or knocked with a football or whatever, or they have they're blown by the wind, but they come really badly damaged. You know, there was a bit of a case missing. I glued it as well as I could, and anyone who gets a camera repaired, or they've got damage to the case, they can buy there's a silicone cover for the camera, like a case called Veo glove. You can buy that and stick it over it once it's glued together. Alright, I guess that's that for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll get back to the other videos in the queue, and all the other bits and pieces that I've got to fix. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.